Hey everybody, I'm Lori Reynolds. Welcome to the Maximum Fun Canine Conditioning and Fitness Group. So why do we care about canine conditioning and fitness? Just like humans, dogs need a certain amount of exercise to live healthy and happy lives. So Do More With Your Dog has put this program together to help encourage people to do fitness activities with their dogs, and the motivation for the human is, of course, to earn titles. The program is structured into 4 different levels, and at each level you're going to do a different set of exercises. The difference between the tricks program and this program is you can actually lure and use treats for this. These are not tricks, so to speak, that we're trying to teach our dog. These are exercises we're trying to get them to cooperate in. The program is structured around 5 pillars, so to speak. You're going to have exercises that increase the dog's flexibility, ones that help them with balance, ones that increase their stamina or their conditioning. Good girl on. You're going to have exercises to help with their coordination, and then of course there are strength building exercises. What we're looking for in the dogs that are participating in this program is an understanding of what they're being asked to do, participation by the dog, so the dog's not trying to go away, pull away, go in a different direction. Challenge, so the dog is stepping up and challenging themselves, so to speak, with your help to do increasingly difficult repetitions of the behavior or increasingly difficult behaviors. And then we're also looking for improvement. And if you've got one of these conditioning tricks that is already taught and on cue, we're going to assume that you started with a dog that didn't know anything, and so you won't need to worry too much about improving. For each program level, I've put videos in the Maximum Fun Canine Conditioning and Fitness group, and you'll follow those videos for each exercise. You do have to do every exercise in that level to pass the level and get an award. When you feel like your dog has mastered the exercises for a level, you'll video them, submit them to your canine conditioning and fitness coach, that would be me, and then I'll review them and let you know if all of them are acceptable or if there are things that you need to fix. Once I give you the thumbs up, then you're going to go to the Do More With Your Dog website, submit that for a title, and they'll email me and make sure I reviewed them, and then you'll get a title and a certificate and a medal in the mail. So let's talk about a few important things before you start this program. First of all, always consult with your vet before you start any kind of exercise program with your dog. You want to make sure there aren't any underlying issues that could prevent you from doing exercises. The second thing is not every dog is structured well enough to do every exercise. So Do More With Your Dog has made it possible for us to adjust the exercises for certain physical characteristics. For example, I don't ever want to see someone asking a dachshund to do a handstand. Their backs are so long that they can't keep their rear end stable. Or asking a very large breed, giant breed dog to do a sit pretty without any assistance. So what they've done is they've allowed us to modify the exercises a little bit. So long back dogs, for example, can do a handstand on an angled plank rather than actually having to physically do a handstand on a wall. Giant breeds are expected to have support when they do the sit pretty exercise that works their core. So if you have any questions about whether an exercise is appropriate for your dog, please don't hesitate to ask. The other thing I want to talk about is kind of a pet peeve of mine, and that is dogs' weight. And I move back just a little bit so that you can get a closer view of Onyx here. I've had Onyx a couple of months. We're still figuring out her amount of food that she needs to actually be the right weight. So right now I would actually consider her a couple of pounds over. Let me back up here. Come here. When you're looking at a dog and thinking about what weight you want them to be, Ani, right here. One thing you want to do is run your hand down their side. You should be able to feel ribs without pushing in at all. Most breeds you don't want to see the ribs. There are exceptions. Like this dog, because she's part Whippet, you should be able to see her ribs, at least the last couple. But you should be able to easily feel them without pushing in on the dog. The other thing you want to look for is this tuck up right here. So when the dog is standing, you want there to be a tuck where their chest goes up into their loin. You want to actually see an angle going up. Good girl. And then the last thing you're going to look for is a waist. And I'm not sure this will be able to get captured on camera, but when I look at her from, actually, come here, hop up, come here, pause up, good girl. When I look at her from the back, I want to see this area right here narrowing into a waist. Most pet dogs, to be honest, are a little bit overweight, and unfortunately, it has the same effects on the dogs as it does on humans. It increases their incidence of some diseases, and it puts a lot of stress and strain on their joints. So please make sure your dog is an appropriate weight and is able to do these exercises safely. If you have any questions, please let me know. That is my job as your canine conditioning and fitness coach. Enjoy your journey. This should be a lot of fun.